don't know about y'all, but I have missed you. I don't know if you've missed me. Actually, I kind of do know if you've missed me, because a couple of you have messaged me and been like, hey, are you okay? I haven't seen a video from you in a little bit. And two reasons. One, I was going through some kind of stuff with somebody that I really cared about that hurt me very, very badly. And so just processing that, dealing with it, feeling it, letting myself feel it, praying, seeking God, asking God for direction and clarity and confirmation. And when I tell you, when you pray for confirmation, God will answer every prayer that you could ever have. I prayed for so many signs and just confirmation, and God gave them again and again and again and again. And so I am very thankful, but I have been going through a lot, and it's been very difficult, and my eyes have cried probably more tears than they have in a long time. But I know that anytime I have went through something difficult, anytime I went through a heartbreak, God has healed me, and I've come out stronger on the other side of it than I was before. So I'm very, very grateful for everything that God has done in and through me, and that He will continue to do. And when I'm fully over it, when I am fully healed, which I'm not yet, it just happened, but I will be in time, I will share more about it. And hopefully through my story, through what I've went through, it will bless you, it will encourage you, it will inspire you. I will say, one of my friends gave me some roses going through this and was just really encouraging me. And I woke up this morning and I looked at the roses, and it just reminded me, like, roses have thorns. If you grab it and you don't know what you're doing with it, you'll hurt yourself. Sometimes God gives us something, and sometimes we don't know what we're doing with it, and it hurts us. Maybe somebody doesn't see our value. Maybe somebody doesn't understand the huge blessing that we are. Maybe somebody discredits us or discounts us, or maybe somebody just doesn't see who God has created us to be, doesn't appreciate it, doesn't want it near them. I had one friend that said I was too outgoing, I was too much of an extrovert, I was too happy, and it's like, well, that's me. And if I'm too much of this and too much of that and too much of this, like, you must not like me, because that's who God created me to be. So I've just learned that I'm going to keep being who God has created me to be, regardless of who does or does not like that, regardless of who can stand it and who can't, because God has a great future plan for me. And so that was one of the reasons that I haven't been filming, is just going through a lot. And our heart, the more you love, the more you hurt. The more you put yourself out there, the bigger the opportunity for you to get your heart broken. So I have always been the type, I wear my heart on my sleeve. My heart is out there, and if it gets broken, I trust that God will heal it and God will restore it, and it'll be stronger and better than before. So that was the one reason that I haven't been posting. The other reason was this little guy. Super cute, right? It is a pop socket, and I have it on the back of my phone case. I have this cute little hippie rainbows and sunshine and stars and flowers, and it's awesome. And this is my little pop socket that I got to go with it. I got it for my birthday. I was really excited. It's bright yellow. Well, when I do my videos, my pop socket, my phone sits in this little pop socket holder. Well, because I got a new pop socket, it wouldn't fit, so I couldn't do videos. Well, last night at like 9:45, I went to, I almost said Publix, I went to Target, and I got a new pop socket, so that's how I'm able to film. And then this one, it's the pop socket premium, and it just twists off. So like when I want to do a video, I'll just twist that one off, and I'll leave that one in my car. That way I can, do a video whenever I want, and then put this one back on, and then I can switch back and forth. Because for a while I was, fun story, doing this. So this was my old phone case. It was like sparkly, but the sun like changed it. Anyway, I had this for like 3 years. So for my birthday, I got a new one. Well, I would take my phone in and out of the case every time I wanted to film, and it was okay, but it was annoying. And so I got tired of doing that. And so I said, there has to be an easier way. Like, there has to be. So I found out the premium pop socket. So that's that. That was the second reason I haven't filmed. And I have missed you. And God has just been doing a whole lot in me, in my heart, just in relationships and friendships and working environments. God's just really stretching me and pulling me in different directions, and He's doing really awesome things, and I'm excited for them, but they can be scary too. So if you remember me in your prayers, I would greatly, greatly, greatly appreciate that. I can always use prayers. So with that to say, I love when y'all give me recommendations, when you give me ideas, when you ask me to maybe cover a topic or talk about something that, maybe there's not a video out there for it, or maybe nobody talks about it. I absolutely stinking love that. So if you think of ideas, I know Tyler has came up with a million of them. If you think of ideas and you're like, Ashleydawn, I'd like you to get real about this. I'd like you to talk about this. Or if you have a question about my personal life, if you say, Ashleydawn, I want to know how you do your hair, whatever. If you say, I want to know how you can drive and film and you're not distracted. If, you want to know just anything about me, feel free to ask. I'm an open book. There are some areas in my life that I do keep private for personal reasons, just because I don't need to tell everybody everything. And there are some special things that God's doing just for me. So I kind of save those just for me. But I am an open book. I try to be as authentic and as real as I can. I am totally imperfect, totally flawed, totally jacked up. That's why I need Jesus. And I trust that God will take all my brokenness and all my messiness, and He'll create a mosaic of something beautiful that He can touch the world with. And through what I'm going through even now, with all this stuff, just emotionally, that I've been going through, God is just teaching me really new things about my heart and about my ability to love. Sometimes I limit myself and my ability to love, and when I get hurt, I kind of shut down. And so if you're one of my friends and you say, Ashleydawn, when you get hurt, you don't really get angry, you just completely shut down. Why is that? Well, it's kind of like a turtle. So like a turtle, when it gets hurt, it just kind of goes back, it like withdraws, retreats, and it kind of goes back into its shell. It's like a defense mechanism. And sometimes I do that. Sometimes I kind of go back into my shell, and if somebody hurts me, if somebody mistreats me, if somebody misuses me, I am not going to waste my time or energy arguing or fighting or trying to make somebody see my worth. If they don't see it on their own, there's nothing I can do to like force them to see it. If they don't see how valuable I am, they're not gonna see it. Like, if somebody is questioning my value or my worth, I can't do anything to change that. God gave me my value. God gave me my worth the day I was born. I don't add to it. I don't subtract from it, and nobody else can either. And so maybe if you're struggling with your value or your worth, or maybe somebody's not seeing your value or not seeing your worth, or maybe you just feel like nobody cares, I want to tell you, the right people will come into your life at the right time, and they will care more than you can imagine. But sometimes we focus so much on the wrong people, and we focus so much on that person that hurt us, that person that betrayed us, that person that played us, that person that just never treated us the way that we wanted them to treat us. And we focus so much time and attention on that we don't focus on who we really are and how great of a person we are and how unique we are. And so I just want to encourage you to focus on who God has created you to be. I bought this book for the next boyfriend, and I was, planning on surprising him with it. And it was, I think it was 100 or 1,000. Anyway, it was a bunch of things that I love about you. And so I had started sketching out pictures and different things. I love your eyes. I love how beautiful your eyes are. I love how gentle you are when you hold my hand. I love, all these different things about them. Well, after the breakup, when I was a little heartbroken, I looked at it and kind of laughed because we broke up before our anniversary and I couldn't give it to them. Anyway, I started thinking in myself, for one, I'm going to throw that book away. For 2, I'm going to make a book about 100 things, 1,000 things, I don't even know how much, that I love about myself, that I love about the way that God created Ashleydawn. It's so easy for us to pour ourselves into relationships and pour ourselves into other people, showing them how much we appreciate them, showing them how much we love them, but we don't do it for ourselves. And God just kind of hit me with that. And I was like, you know what? I have a lot of really awesome qualities and really awesome things about me that God has created. I need to put them in a book so that when I'm sad, so that when I'm, feeling down, or the enemy, comes with defeating thoughts, or maybe I'm, heartbroken and crying over some boy, because a man wouldn't make you cry, but a boy would. If I'm crying over somebody, I can flip through that book and be like, Ashleydawn, I love how outspoken you are. I love how encouraging you are. I love how excited you are. I love how sunshiny and sparkly your personality is. You bring sunshine everywhere you go. Ashleydawn, I love your honey brown eyes, and I love your auburn red hair, and I love how silly you are and how goofy you are. And you don't care who's around. You will make the funniest, goofiest face. And you don't care. You don't care if people don't think you're pretty. You don't care. I love that about you. I love that you're really good at burping. You can burp really loud. And my mom's like, why did you say that, Ashleydawn? Why in the world did you say it? Because I can. It is a gift. Okay? It is a gift. Anyway, better out than in. But I like how silly I am. It's a gift from God. My dad loved it. My dad encouraged me in it. And it was so easy for, my dad to say nice things about me, but sometimes it's hard for me to say nice things about me. So anyway, I am going to make that little book about 100 things that I love about myself. Not to be, self-centered or conceited, or to think I'm better than I ought to, or to think I'm better than somebody else, but just to realize, hey, Ashleydawn, you have a lot of good qualities. And just because somebody else in your life failed to see them, don't let yourself fail to see them. Look into your own life and see the qualities that you possess, and see what an awesome, incredible woman of God that you are, and celebrate yourself for that. So, with that said, I am encouraging you, get a journal out, and I dare you to write 100 things that you love about yourself. It could be the way your hair is. It could be the way you smile. It could be how much you love children. It could be how much you care about people. And it could be that you recycle. It could be that you care about the environment. It could be that you care about animals and you're a nurturer. It could be that you're silly. It could be that you're a hard worker and you're not lazy and you don't want to sleep all day every day. That could be something that you love about yourself. Write 100 things that you love about yourself. And then, if you want to share them with me, I would love to celebrate you. I would love to cheer for you. But I just really encourage you, write 100 things that you love about yourself. My nose is like running. I better catch it. Write 100 things that you love about yourself. And then keep it, save it. And when you're struggling, when you're having a bad day, when you're having a lonely day, when those depressing thoughts come forward, when those anxious thoughts come forward, flip that book out and start reading it aloud and reminding yourself of all the awesome qualities that you have. Another thing I do sometimes is if I start comparing myself to other girls, or when I was in beauty pageants, or, anytime you feel not pretty, maybe you gain some weight, maybe you're a little heavier than you'd like to be, maybe your clothes don't fit, maybe you were getting ready tonight and you put your pants on and they ripped. That's my story. My pants ripped. Thank God they ripped before I went to the event I'm going to, because that would have been really embarrassing with my booty hanging all out. Anyway, my pants ripped. I think I gained a little bit of weight. That's okay. Sometimes it happens. I really haven't been working out that much, so that might be why. Anyway, it's so easy for us to compare ourselves, with somebody that's skinny, or somebody that has a 6-pack of abs, somebody that's super fit. And so when I do that, I go back and I look at all my favorite pictures of myself. And most of them are me laughing or me doing like a silly face that my daddy couldn't stand. And I go and I look at those pictures and I remind myself that I am beautiful, that I am worthy. Well, this little 100 Things You Love About You book is going to do the same thing. It's going to remind you how loved, how beautiful you are. So that is what this video is about. I want you to write 100 things, or at least try to write 100 things that you love about you, because you are special, you have awesome qualities, you are seen, you are celebrated, and you are loved, and God has great, great, great things for you. Your life is special, and it's on purpose, and there is a purpose. Do not let the thoughts of the enemy creep in your mind and make you anxious or make you depressed or make you suicidal or make you want to end the beautiful life that you have. I know sometimes life sucks. I get it. Trust me, I've been through my share of sucky moments. But there is so much goodness to be had in your life if only you would open your eyes to see it. So my encouragement to you is open your eyes and see how blessed you are and what a blessing you are to others. I love y'all. I'll catch you in the next one. I love you, but God loves you more.